back and thank you for staying with us. One of South Africa's biggest passion fruit farms, Roselia Farming, is moving its operations to Ghana. Shareholders of the farm are citing poor operations at the country's port, saying it's costing them financially. Let's speak to Charles Rossouw. He's a shareholder at the farm, just to tell us more about their decision. Mr. Rossouw, thank you very much for your time here on All Angles. What a sad story to have to read. You're moving to Ghana because of our own fault here in South Africa. What exactly is wrong with our ports? Just explain to me how this is costing you financially.
Well, there's no sound.
All right, it looks like we've lost Mr. Rossouw. Mr. Rossouw, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
All right, so I was just asking in terms of you just elaborating for us exactly what's happening at the South African ports that is causing you so much agony that you are even taking your farm and moving it elsewhere.
Yeah, good afternoon, Ms. Sekhwe. Yes, 100%. We've experienced major issues in the harbours, in the ports, up till for a number of years now, and specifically in Cape Town Harbour during this past summer, where it was impossible to get the fruit out. There was no reliability. The fruit, the dwelling time in the harbour was just too long, and the fruit shelf life was under major pressure. So by the time the fruit arrived in Europe, it was over its sell-by date. It was past its sell-by date, and it was difficult for us to do a proper service to our clients. And then, being frustrated and having to dump 55 containers out of 140 containers is not a nice pill to swallow. We some of our foreign customers came up with the idea, why don't we move this whole project to Ghana? And that's what came up. The logistic there is so much easier. They net importer the net importer, so containers are available, and the shipment time from Ghana to Europe is 11 days compared to our 20 days plus, if it goes well.
Just give us some context here. How old is your farm? How long have you been operating in South Africa? And how long has this port's problem been lasting? I mean, did you have to endure it for years, or is this over a couple of months then you decided, no, this is enough?
Well, I think now with the increased volumes, it started to become a major issue. This is not just experience with one commodity, it's all commodities. At the moment, the citrus is in its peak season, and it's under immense pressure. All the ports are under immense pressure. Specifically, the equipment are not being maintained and not being well looked after. So that's where you pick up problems. The efficiencies are not there. Apart from all the other challenges that we have, we are better off than last year. We don't have the looting situation or the cyber attack at the port computer system. But this year, it's still a heck of a mess. What we see is that there's major progress, and a lot of fruit or a lot of cargo goes to Maputo Harbour. We have a private operator, DP World, who's one of the largest port operators in the world, that's got a concession with the Maputo or the Mozambican government that's running Maputo Harbour. And there you see major progress on what's on the cargo going there. So that's at least it's option for us.
All right. So, Mr. Rossouw, just lastly and very quickly, did the N3 toll concession, the protest there by the truck drivers, did that also affect you quite badly?
100%. I mean, apart from the fuel prices that goes up, your turnaround time for the trucks just increases, and the transporter can't absorb that. So it just gets, you get billed for that extra standing time. So it's 100%. And, the fruit, the quality of the fruit, that, it takes too long to get to the markets or to the cold store facilities. So it's not an ideal situation. It's hectic at the moment.
Much for speaking to us. That was Charles Rossouw. He's a shareholder at Roselia Farming. They're leaving South Africa.